Welcome to Late Night Gaming. My name is Rachel, and today we will be continuing Baldur's Gate 3. In our last episode, we got to this grove place, and there's a bunch of druids, and they're trying to close it off so that outsiders can't get in, and we fought some goblins, and we had a grand old time. And now we're going to go find Master Halzen, who is the leader of this grove, but he's currently out adventuring or doing some mission, and the person that took his place, she's nutso. So we're gonna go solve that. Oh, I forgot we have to press where we want to go. Let me see. Where do we want to go? Yeah, where's this? So we want to go... Are they in like the same location? So we want to go... Never eat soggy waffles. So we want to go to the west. Will it show? Okay, so we want to go this way.
These tieflings prove fragile. I've a mind to end their misery myself.
Harsh. Remind me to stay on your good side.
Yeah, that's lae'zel for you. Oh, do we have to... Oh shit, I think we have to go out through here. Like how no one's cleaned this up yet. Okay, now we can continue our mission.
So, you know about these parasites. Will we survive them?
Only if my people extract them. The only other
Oh, cool, we're in the forest.
Okay. Wonderful.
Get over there! Surround them like!
I know you're there, show yourselves.
You spotted us! Good! It's like they say, no fun in skewing a pig what doesn't know he's cooked.
There'll be no scurrying happening here. Now let me pass.
We got you surrounded. Here's how this goes. You take one step further, and we'll fill your front with arrows. Or you turn around, and your backside gets the same treatment.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
Just let me by and we'll pretend this never happened. God damn.
Suppose it's best to save our strength for a real threat.
Uh-huh.
Go on then. Just keep your nose clean.
Is inspired.
So, we're traveling with the famed Blade of Frontiers. I feel safer already.
The Githyanki people have a word for men like the Blade of Frontiers. Shalak, roughly translated, idealist do-gooder, or better yet, benevolent burden. His confidence is an asset. His pursuit of valor, not so much.
Are you sure a creche is our only path to a cure?
Entirely. I was as devoted to my studies as I was to my training. Each creche contains a Zaithisk purification device. So I learned from the writings in the Kalir Library. The library was a gift from Vlaakith herself, that we may gain total understanding.
Hold on. I don't actually know what fallible... I think I have an idea. capable of making mistakes. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, I agree with this one. Books are fallible, as are those who write them.
Not books, but slates. Wisdom so profound it is etched into stone. Truth as perfect as the queen who decreed it.
Same as
Countless
books.
scholars roam the astral sea and beyond, observing the ways of our lessers, exploring planes so distant, order turns to chaos, and cold fires rage. The plains are ever quaking, and their peoples ever shifting. The Githyanki possess an eternity of knowledge. Yet we still collect more. Infinities upon infinities.
Do you know what happens if we don't find a cure?
Yes, in great detail. It starts with a fever and memory loss. Then you start to hallucinate. Your hair falls out, and you bleed from every orifice. Your bones will change form. Your jaw will split to allow room for 4 great tentacles. All skin will turn to gore and be shed to reveal new flesh underneath. Then you have ceased to exist, and a mind flayer is born.
That's not going to happen. We will find a cure.
Words forged in steel. May your actions express the same metal. We must find my kind and be rid of the parasite. It's as simple as that. The first symptoms should have long since started, though. That is what puzzles me.
Well, we are playing a game, so... You're worried we haven't changed? That is good news.
Yes, if you give it no further thought. But anomalies lead to surprises. Bad surprises. Besides, what hasn't happened may yet come to pass.
Let's talk to a whale.
The Blade of Frontiers at your calling.
Tell me, Will, how did you come to be the Blade of Frontiers?
My father once said, one does not pursue a champion's life. One merely answers its call. So it was for me. I was hunting near the Cloakwood when I heard it. A child crying out from a lone farmstead. I found him in the fields, flanked by goblins. His mother's corpse bled into the soil next to him. I don't remember much of the battle, but I remember drying the boy's tears after.
And he named you the Blade of Frontiers?
No, but he named me friend, and that meant the world. But what of the others? The children never saved, the cries never heard. In the boy's tears, I finally saw the suffering wrought by the villains of the wild. The Frontiers demanded a blade, and so I heeded.
It's nice to finally put a face to the name.
And it's nice to meet someone of your talents. Having a worm wriggling in my skull didn't instill much confidence in the days ahead. With you as my ally, the future looks a little less daunting.
He has a stone eye? What? How does the Blade of Frontiers end up chasing a devil in the hells?
Karlach's fires raged in Baldur's Gate before she escaped to Avernus, as my source told it, and she was planning to return. One of the archdevils Ariel's own, chaos incarnate, a devil with pure fire for a heart. I made my way to Avernus to stop her. She fled from my reach, even climbed aboard the Mind Flayer ship as it screeched through the hells. I followed in close pursuit. I can't bear to imagine the lives Karlach might be taking, the damage she might be doing.
Who is this source of yours?
A powerful friend with a keen interest in privacy. I'm sworn to say no more. All right. Anything more we should discuss?
I've noticed your stone eye. Did you lose it in battle?
A most vicious one, in fact. It's made from pure bloodstone, carved from the Galena Mountains just north of the Moonsea. A reminder that sometimes blood must be shed and sacrifices must be made. But that story is reserved for lifetime friends and calmer days. By all means.
Okay. Well, that was that.
Look what we got here. Another little birdie wanting to fly. Stop this thing!
Oh, shit.
Flap those wings some more, and I'll feed you a worm. And you. Hope you got a stomach for heights.
What the hells are you doing?
What's it bloody look like? We're teaching this here pipsqueak to fly.
You're like the same height. Let me rephrase this. Why are you doing this?
'Cause it makes me laugh.
Fun's over. Release the gnome at once.
You want this little cave lurking what's it? Find your own. He's ours!
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
Oh, we actually have to rest? All of you lot against one deep gnome. You should go find a better target.
I reckon we could do better than this run, eh? We're leaving. What about the gnome? Ain't we supposed to bring him to... I said we're leaving! There's plenty of sport and rich pickings out there for us. Move it! Fresh meats. Scared meats. Yes.
How are we supposed to stop this? Oh.
Has to put my hands on everything.
Help me down!
I want to have a word.
I want to have a word.
Help me down! Cut me loose! Bagacamara. There's pustulant thugs. Well, get on with it.
Get on with what?
You saved me. Now you'll extort me. That's how this works, yes?
I'd rather know how you got caught.
My own fault, really. I should have dropped my pack and outrun those bastards. Alas. Take my pack, if you can find it. The only reason those goblins caught me was its weight. I'll travel lightly from now on.
You're a little far from home for a deep gnome.
Ignorance is alive and well, it seems. Deep gnomes aren't restricted to the Underdark, you know. I've lived in Baldur's Gate for years. I'm in search of a friend. I fear he's in trouble. See this? I gave it to him years ago before I left home. I found it around the neck of a thug in the lower city. It was speckled with blood. My friend, nowhere to be found. But I still have hope. I have reason to believe he's in the Underdark. Hopefully, I'll pick up his trail from there. I always help my friends. On that note, I bid thee farewell. If we should meet again, well, we will have met again.
He has a way with words. So where's his pack? What does this mean? When a character performs an action that's true to their background, they gain experience points and receive inspiration. Inspiration may be spent to re-roll an ability check. Oh. Huh. So we need a rest. At your camp, you can take a long rest and fully heal your party. Okay.
You again.
What is that all about? You again.
Be wary of false promises. The missing druid, Halsin, was it? He may be talented, but only a Githyanki Zaphis can cleanse an embedded tadpole.
I've known a few warlocks in my time. Talented, of course, though sometimes too eager to listen to the devils on their shoulders. Comes with the territory, unfortunately.
Where's Shadowheart? Oh, there she is.
The Blade of Frontiers. Let's hope Will lives up to his name. We'll need all the help we can get.
What's the story with that odd little artifact of yours?
There's no story. None that you're entitled to hear, anyway. Just forget you ever saw it.
Damn. What do you think of all that's happened to us so far?
We've been through quite a lot, with likely more to come. Care to narrow it down a little?
Oh, you must have thoughts about our little stowaways.
Must I? Thinking about it won't help. We know what to do, so let's do it. Find a way to rid ourselves of these things. Personally, I think finding this Halsin is our best bet. If we're truly desperate, we can try to convince that goblin gut in assisting us. I'm not too hopeful that a Gith Kresh will actually prove our salvation, but worth keeping in mind.
What will you do if we actually manage to remove the tadpoles?
I suppose we'd go our separate ways. Not a slight on your company, of course.
No reason for us to not stay together if we get on well.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. If we do survive, we'll have separate lives to return to. I need to get to Baldur's Gate. There's someone waiting for me there. Someone I have to reach. As soon as possible.
Seems personal. I won't pry if it's not something you want to talk about.
Thank you. And you're right. It's a delicate matter. Not something for light conversation.
How am I holding up to your estimations?
I must admit, you've been a surprise. And not an unpleasant one. Kindred spirits are few and far between for me. Besides, you saved my life aboard the Nautiloid. How can I do anything but sing your praises? Must we? No harm in a little mystery, don't you think?
We have to rely on each other. Easier if we knew each other as well.
Easier is often less interesting. Besides, we've plenty of reason to rely on each other already. You can't confide in just anyone about a monster in your head.
If you're not comfortable, I won't press you.
Thank you. I'm sure we'll get along perfectly well.
Okay, well, she doesn't really want to talk, so... Alright, let's go rest, I guess. Will you talk to me?
You again.
The fuck is wrong with you, dude? Okay, how do I get out of here? Oh.
You don't sleep well, flitting between dreams and nightmares. Maybe you wake up because you know something is wrong. Or maybe you just get lucky.
Shit.
Fuck?
No, it's not what it looks like. I swear. I wasn't going to hurt you. I just needed, well, blood.
There, in the dim firelight, you see him for what he really is. A vampire, a slave to sanguine hunger.
How long since you killed someone? Days, hours?
I've never killed anyone. Well, not for food. I feed on animals. Boars, deer, kobolds, whatever I can get. But it's not enough. Not if I have to fight. I feel so weak. If I just had a little blood, I could think clearer, fight better. Please.
I like how you can see his
A
bite
strange
marks.
sensation courses through you, and your companion's mind unfolds, secrets half revealed.
Why didn't you tell me?
At best, I was sure you'd say no. More likely, you'd ram a stake through my ribs. No. I needed you to trust me. And you can trust me.
Whatever. I believe you.
Thank you. Do you think you could trust me just a little further? I only need a taste. I swear.
Fine, but not a drop more than you need.
Really? Of course. Not one drop more. Let's make ourselves comfortable, shall we?
This is so... Why am I laying down?
It's like a shard of ice into your neck. A quick, sharp pain that fades.
Why did we have to lay down for this? This
Your
is
breath catches,
awkward.
your pulse quickens.
What happens if we... Does he know when it's time?
You lean into him, losing yourself. You can feel your blood racing, coursing through both your bodies. A gentle, numb feeling starts to spread.
What the fuck? Oh my god. Nah, I want to see.
How weak your voice is. So can he. But he doesn't care. He's long past caring. You feel a little cold, but that's all. There's no more pain, no more fear, no more struggle.
Can we die?
It's all over.
Oh no. Something terrible's happened.
He's just reading a fucking book? Go revive me, you asshat. What? No why?
Take you. I need to hold on.
How do I heal? Dude, we need to fucking talk. You killed me.
You're here. Thank goodness. I was worried about you. You looked a little ill last night, but you've certainly recovered.
You killed me.
Killed feels like a strong word. Not many corpses have your vigor. Now, I admit I got carried away last night. I apologize. But look at you now, perfectly healthy. So let's not fall out over this. We still need each other, after all.
Yeah. You're right. Unfortunately, I can't lose any allies.
That's the spirit. A team once again. And of course, what happened last night shall never be repeated.
Yeah, it better not.
Now, was there anything else?
Tell me about your history.
Why do you insist on exhuming the past? I was a slave. A vampire spawn. Kept by the Tsar family. Perhaps I still am. I was never able to resist their commands. But now, I've been conveniently lost. They won't ever control me again.
How does someone become a vampire exactly?
It's simple. Just find a vampire that will drink your blood and turn you into a vampire spawn. Their obedient puppet. In theory, the next step is to drink their blood. Once you've done that, you're free and a true vampire.
So they bite you, you bite them?
Yes and no. The problem is, once you're a vampire spawn, they completely control you. They have to allow you to bite them. And why would they do that? Vampires are power-hungry creatures. They won't lose a servant to create a competitor. Trust me, it doesn't happen. I've already apologized. What more do you want? Unless you're looking for another nibble.
No. Maybe later. I need to know. I need to know how we'll feed you in the future.
No innocence. You have my word. Only villains that we need to kill anyway. After all, you know what I am now. I can fight with all my weapons, teeth included. And if I happen to drain the occasional bandit during a fight, what's the harm? They're just as dead.
Sounds good. Glad we could agree.
As am I. I'm starting to feel a little peckish already.
You fucking killed me. Dude. Okay, let's leave the camp.
What path lies before me?
My,
What manner of place is this? A path to
The Ninja
redemption,
Turtle.
or a road to damnation? Hard to say, for your journey is just beginning. What would suit the occasion? The words to a lullaby, perhaps. The mouse smiled brightly. It outfoxed the cat. Then down came the claw. And that, love, was that. They do know how to write them in Cormier, don't they? Well met, I am Raphael. Very much at your service.
Pleasure. I'm Rachel.
Charmed, I'm sure, in more ways than one. We should have a chat, you and I, but not here. This quaint little scene is decidedly too middle of nowhere for my tastes. Come.
What the hell is going on in this goddamn game?
There, middle of somewhere.
I thought I was about to go dun da da da. Can you be more specific than somewhere?
The house of hope, where the tired come to rest and the famished come to feed lavishly. Go on, partake, enjoy your supper. After all, it might just be your last.
Are these theatrics leading to somewhere?
Are you not entertained? Well, far be it from me to disappoint. What's better than a devil you don't know? A devil you do. Am I a friend? Potentially. An adversary? Conceivably. But a savior? That's for certain.
What makes you think I need saving?
Come now, why play hard to get when you're in deep over your tadpoled head? One skull, two tenants, and no solution in sight. I could fix it all like that.
I need to think this over.
Take all the time you need, but make up your mind before you're counting down with tentacles. Try to cure yourself. Shop around. Beg, borrow, and steal. Exhaust every possibility until none are left. And when hope has been whittled down to the very marrow of despair, that's when you'll come knocking on my door. Hope. Such a tease.
And if I do want to take this deal, how would I find you?
I'll be around, watching you squirm like a tadpole through a nice, juicy brain. All those pretty little symptoms, sundering skin, dissolving guts, they haven't manifested yet, have they? One might say you're a paragon of luck. I'll be there when it runs out.
What? Who? When? Where? Why?
Feed if you must, Astarion. But give me so much as a hungry look, and I'll drive a stake through your heart.
I do so very like spicy food.
Okay, he's kind of funny.
Go a lifetime without seeing one, and then they won't stop pestering you.
I tangled with...
What are you doing? Hold up before they see you, Mag Gresham.
I might have been concerned had I the slightest idea who they are.
Look, down there. That lot are swarming all over the bridge. I don't know what they want, but it can't be good. I'm going to find another way around. You ought to do the same. I doubt a fight against them would go your way.
Who are you?
Nobody. Just another harassing fool trying to stay alive. There's plenty of us around.
Seems you have good survival instincts. Maybe you should join me instead.
What? Just follow you around? I go my own way. Alone. Rag. That's it. I'm getting out of here.
Okay. You're gonna regret it. We're pretty cool. You're gonna wish.
Drop your weapons!
I'll feed your innards to the ants before I do that, Istik.
This is your last chance!
No, look up. That was your last chance, Istik. Now burn!
What? Whoa. Ooh, boy. Hey.
Stop wasting time, Beretta. You're not here to play with the locals.
Of course, Kithrak. We merely sought to...
No excuses. Question, kill, then move on. Find the weapon. Our queen watches us. Fail her at your peril.
A red dragon. I envy its knight. Would that I rode such a steed. A crash must be near. Come, my kin await.
And we'll just pat the dragon on the head, I suppose.
The dragons serve Githyanki. I'll see it does you no harm. Follow me. We are close to the cure we seek.
Kithrak, we must speak.
Oh!
Ryder, my time is short. Lead me to...
Shh, shh, shh. Such a familiar tone. Were I not merciful, I would slice the skin clean from your meat. Yet you are not bleeding. For I am nothing if not merciful. Your name, child.
Go ahead.
lae'zel.
lae'zel. Proud. Regal, even. You will call me Gestil Kithrak.
Voss, Knight Supreme. The Queen's silver, the Queen's sword.
I am who you say. A Geich vessel has fallen from the sky, lae'zel. Thieves aboard have taken a weapon most precious. It is polyhedric in shape and inscribed with the sacred runes of our people.
You suddenly feel a strange anxiety take hold. Not your own, but that of the artifact you carry. Somehow, it's afraid
Artifact?
to tune your mind to it. The artifact does not want to part from you. It does not want to fall into the Gith Raiders' hands.
Take word to your creche. You are to join our search. Speak up, child. Affirm your mandate.
Mouth a silent command to lae'zel. Truth.
My mandate, Gestil Kithrak, is to locate this crash. I was infected aboard a Geich ship and need to be purified. Your mandate is to aid me.
Purified?
Soon your skin will go grey, and your blood will run silver. You will shed your skin to become death.
Only in death are the infected cleansed.
Boretha, see that her skull is split and the tadpole crushed. Then examine her corpse. I will take word to the Undying Queen.
Oh no!
Our search continues.
A current of deception carries Voss's words. Wherever he flies, it is not to Vlaakith.
To Danos, to the sky!
So they're not gonna help us? Oh no, lae'zel! Wait, what level are they? Oh, level 6. We're leaving. They're too powerful. Yeah. We're like 3 levels below them. Wait, are you serious? lae'zel. Oh my god. Holy fuck. Why can't I reach the destination? What the fuck? So all of us have to flee? Are you fucking kidding me? Well, how do I return then? This system really confuses me. I want to get to Halsin. I don't want the Githyanki mission. I will try this one more time, but I have a feeling this is not going to end well.
Ryder, my time is short. Lead me to...
Shh, shh, shh. Such a familiar tone. Were I not merciful, I would slice the... Yet you are not bleeding. Your name, child?
lae'zel.
lae'zel. Proud. Regal, even.
You will call me Gestil Kithrak.
Voss, Knight Supreme. The Queen's silver, the Queen's sword.
I am who you say.
A Geich vessel has fallen from the sky, lae'zel. Thieves aboard have taken a weapon most precious.
It is polyhedric in shape and inscribed with the sacred runes of our people.
You suddenly feel a strange anxiety take hold. Not your own, but that of the artifact you carry. Somehow, it's afraid.
What artifact are we talking about?
The artifact does not want to part from you. It does not want to fall into the Gith Raiders' hands.
Take word to your creche. You are to join our search. Speak up, child. Affirm your mandate.
Mouth the silent command to lae'zel. Play along. What the fuck? I'll take it. We rolled again.
You honor me with this duty, Kithrak. I shall alert my caretaker with haste.
lae'zel, child. Your lies sting. Has Vlaakith not demanded better?
Vlaakith demands my purity, Kithrak. I was infected aboard a Geich ship. By protocol, you must aid me.
You were on the Nautiloid. Then you are a Geich wearing Githyanki skin. Bend your head for the sword.
I have done no wrong, Kithrak.
Our queen's word binds me.
Beretha, see that her skull is split and her corpse examined. On Vlaakith.
A current of deception carries Voss's words. Wherever he flies, it is not to Vlaakith.
To Danos! To the sky!
There a way? No, I'm not doing this. There has to be a way. They're too powerful. Like, they're 3 levels ahead of us. And you saw before that we got our shit kicked in. Our teeth kicked in or whatever. Like, I think I'm forgetting something. What is the artifact that they're talking about? Should we show that to them? I'm gonna do this. You're looking for this, I take it?
Our thieves come forth, Beretha. Did you imagine such fortune?
Halfwit!
You will give us the weapon, then you will bend your head for the sword.
I have done no wrong. Vlaakith demands...
Our queen's...
Beretha.
To Danos, to the sky!
So they attack us anyway. This is so stupid. What the fuck? I don't understand. I think lae'zel needs to go somewhere else. Because if she goes over there, she leaves. Unless she leaves regardless.
What's up for discussion?
So I'm going to talk to her.
This devil, Raphael, flaunts his paltry wings as if he wants to impress us. You saw the red dragon slaying his infernal kin above hell's fires, did you not? Next to a dragon, the devil's a gnat. When I am Kithrak, I will take my Queen Vlaakith his head as a trophy.
Kithrak, what does that mean?
Githyanki Knights, the riders that chase the Nautiloid. They are the commissars and enforcers of my Queen Vlaakith's will. Vlaakith bestows no greater honor. To wield a Kithrak's silver sword is my destiny. I will earn my Queen's favor, and I will conquer every layer of hell should she command it.
Why were these knights chasing the Mind Flayer ship?
The Geich are my kind's mortal enemy. It is not unusual for the Kithrak to give chase, to penetrate the hells. This is unusual. But I'm not one to question the wisdom of my queen. I can see but to the horizon. Vlaakith's sight pierces the many planes. Speak. Chook, you believe you can survive without me? As you say, do not keep me waiting.
Okay, so let's take Shadowheart for right now.
Bloody hells. Literally. Just when I think I've got a grasp on our dilemma, a devil shows up. No matter. We've dealt with every other oddity thrown at us lately. We can handle this one too. Now, as for this Raphael, he knows our secret. He claims he can help. What do you make of him?
Honestly, I'm not so sure.
I suppose it was a lot to take in.
I feel like
The
doing the
devil
wisdom
sought
stuff
to
is kind
his
of
help, but he also stared as if we were the banquet, rather than the one on the table.
not a good idea.
We can't hedge our bets here. Best we decide how to deal with him, if at all.
I'm still unsure. He could be help to us or not.
You know, failing to make a decision is the same as making a decision. Except you decide blindly.
What's your point exactly? Spit it out.
My point is that Raphael was stirring the pot, trying to unsettle us. I know people who work much like our new acquaintance does. You don't need a scourge or a rack to break people. Fear and self-doubt is sufficient. When actual pain comes, the victim's already done the heavy lifting for their torturer. There were no right answers with that devil. He was toying with his food. Us.
Who the hells are these people you know who do such things?
Cunning people. Private. And very dangerous at times. Perhaps you'll meet them one day. See? Sowing doubt is an old trick. Watch out for it. And for Raphael.
Join me.
All right. Some company wouldn't hurt on the road. Especially if there's trouble.
Okay, let's head on out. It's you.
There you are. I was just thinking about you. And that delicious moment we shared the other night.
Delicious, you killed me.
And I am deeply sorry. I was overeager, but can you blame me? You were my first. In all these years, I've only ever fed on beasts. Drinking the blood of thinking creatures is a different thing entirely. You were delectable. And now
all right.
I can't help but wonder how the others taste.
They might not be. Oh, you're looking at other necks. I'm hurt. That's funny.
Don't worry. There's enough of me to go around. I'm a man of tremendous appetites. I think they'd volunteer, of course. But it doesn't make me any less curious. Take Gale, for example. He strikes me as someone whose blood is rich, refined, like...
Oh, I'm getting tired.
Brandy. But the give... What in the hells would she taste like?
Spicy. Talked about it earlier. Something exotic, surely? An Amnon liqueur.
Oh. sounds very appealing. I'm almost convinced.
This is still theoretical, right?
Absolutely. A mere thought experiment. So, in the spirit of theoretical questions, if you had to take a bite from one of them, who would it be?
This is kind of an interesting question. I'm gonna say...
Oh. I'm flattered. Who knew you had such taste?
He's funny.
This talk is getting me hungry. I better find something I can actually sink my teeth into.
Good hunting.
There's nothing that tasty lurking out in the woods, but I'll make do. Sweet dreams.
I'm made of this. Ooh, Gale. Gale wants to talk. There's a lot of talking in this episode.
Tiring business, isn't it? All this traveling and adventuring. Why don't we take a little break? Allow ourselves a few moments of rest? Gives me a chance to talk to you about something, well, rather important.
Rather important, no less. All right, go ahead.
We've been on the road together for a while now, haven't we? Survived some perils, overcame some obstacles.
Not
Ever
really.
since you were kind enough to free me from that stone, I've seen you demonstrate remarkable guile and courage. The way you diffused the tension between Zevlor and Aradin. The way you stood in front of a crossbow to prevent a murder. The way you got Korga to release the girl. In short, I've grown to trust you.
That's very gratifying to hear.
The reason I make a point of saying this is that I've grown confident enough to tell you something I've yet to tell another living soul. Except for my cat.
Where's your cat?
You see, I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly.
I think I might have a dock leaf in my bag or some medicinal berries.
Thank you for the offer. But the treatment for my condition is very specific. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside.
What kind of items are we talking about exactly?
Oh, staffs, tomes, cowls. The form doesn't matter, so long as it's brimming with weave. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It is time, and by that I mean it's imperative that I find and consume strands of weave at the earliest possible juncture.
Where do you suggest we find the artifacts you need?
We've already done the finding. In fact, you have one in your possession. You know for yourself how hard won such an item was, and it will be no easier when even more are required to assuage my hunger. There'll be danger involved, or great cost.
All right, go ahead.
Splendid. Bit of boldness will serve us well. As luck would have it, you're already primed to give me exactly what I need.
Give Gale a magic artifact.
Thank you. That hit the spot.
We got Astarion that needs blood. We got you that needs magic.
Sings to sleep the demon inside. A metaphorical demon, I haste to point out, but no less dangerous. And no less bound to wake up again to continue its ravages. Such is the nature of all monsters.
Perhaps now you'll tell me what all this is in aid of.
Grateful as I am, the course of our camaraderie is much better served by not taking that particular detour. Not just yet. Sincerely, though, I understand I ask a lot from you with few answers in return. But in time, all will be told.
Don't mention it. I'm glad I could help.
My lady, I bow to your boundless kindness.
She's like, okay. Who else needs to speak to me? Oh. So many speakeths.
Something's wrong. I feel... it hurts. Darkness, protect me.
Are you hurt?
No. I'm fine. Forget it.
Where did Will and Gale come from? What was that all about?
I don't know.
I'm gonna do the wisdom. This is the second time I've seen this exact prompt. Oh.
You sense her trying to understand what just happened. She silently begs her goddess for guidance. Shah.
You're a Shar worshipper, aren't you?
I should have been more discreet around you, clearly. Yes, you're right. I worship Shah, the mistress of the night. Now that you have the truth, please don't make a big fuss about it.
A Shah worshipper. Not my usual quarry, nor my usual ally.
Who's Shar? You could have told me. How long were you going to keep this secret?
Forever, ideally. And you assume too much about what I can and cannot tell. Secrecy is everything for Shah's children. It's our code, our creed, our shield. I'm not sorry I kept this from you. Not one bit. Though perhaps that might change, if you can show an open mind.
Let's see how open-minded I can be then. Tell me more.
Talk to me later. This day's been long enough already.
Okay. Alright. Is there anyone else who needs to talk to me? Are we good?
Drop your weapon!
I'll fix
This is...
No.
Stop wait.
Of course.
No, it's... Our queen, what?
I hate to be negative, but those Gith will carve you up like a goose.
So we don't have to talk to them.
What easy prey you make, walking right within my blade's embrace.
These creatures are so simple to ensnare, Beretha. You mule too much about your task.
Forgiveness, Kithrak.
And as for you, tell me, why shouldn't I run you through this instant?
You would have done so already if you didn't want something from me first.
Perceptive for such an inferior creature. For you to keep sucking air, it is necessary for you to tell me something of worth.
A vessel fell from the sky. We seek a precious weapon that was taken from it.
You
Oh.
suddenly feel a strange anxiety take hold. Not your own, but that of the artifact you carry. Somehow, it's afraid. You attune your mind to it.
Why are we
The
shadowheart?
artifact does not want to part from you. It does not want to fall into the Gith Raiders' hands.
Help us find it, and I will leave your blood beneath your skin unspilled.
I'll help if I can.
Of course. Obedience is your only hope. Now stand still.
He begins to move his hand in a quick flurry of gestures.
Silently interpret the meaning of the gestures. Hey.
You realize he's casting detect thoughts.
Resist the probing into your mind. These are fun.
Nothing even approaching a useful thought in that skull. I ought to just kill you.
You ought to just leave. You've no right to decide my fate.
My blade is my right. If I can take your life, it is mine. But perhaps you have other uses. Very well, Istik. Seek out survivors from the ship that crashed on this wretched world. Bring me their heads. Bring me the weapon. If you succeed, the reward will be great. Now go.
Thank God. But I used up all my extra rolls. Oh, well, we got another one, I guess.
Should mind my step. Here goes nothing.
Hear my voice. Obey my command.
The voice is irresistible. You recognize the overwhelming authority that you've used on others, only infinitely stronger, and turned against you. Your vision clouds, leaving you in a dark, featureless shadowscape.
Oh, is this where the Guardian comes in?
Then there are three figures before you.
Oh, never mind.
An armored male elf, exuding power and command. A handsome younger man with a quick, easy smile. And a pale young woman with even paler eyes.
These are my chosen. They speak for me. Aid their search for the prison, and you will be worthy to stand beside them in my presence.
You feel energy pulsing from the artifact, lifting the pain from you, pushing the voice away.
My power grows. My forces gather. The reckoning draws near.
Give me that look. I don't know what just happened any more than you do. We should keep going.
I don't know what that toy of hers is, but I'm glad it's on our side.
Yeah, what is it? What is that thing you have?
I don't know. Not exactly. All I know is it's important I get it back to Baldur's Gate. At any cost.
What's in Baldur's Gate?
My home. A cloister of Shah followers. Hidden in the city. A group of us was sent to retrieve the artifact. Now I'm the only one left. I can't afford to fail.
And exactly what did retrieving the artifact entail?
There's nothing more I can tell you. All I remember is that I have to get back to my contact in the city.
A powerful artifact indeed, to have caught the attention of so many. Not least the Absolute itself, the three figures in the vision, the Chosen are searching for it. With the cultists' aid, it will not be long before they find it. Before they find you. You have evaded them so far, thanks, it seems, to the artifact itself. But how long can such protection last? Shadowheart has made her position clear. She will see that it is taken to its destination. At any cost. And you still do not know what it even is.
Keep the thing safe. Seems we'll need it.
Trust me. I'll guard it with my life. Let's keep going.
Alright, well, I think this is where I'm gonna stop this episode. I've played quite a bit. I mean, I've almost recorded for 2 hours. I don't feel like I've made any progress, but, like, I don't know. There was a lot of talking in this episode and a lot of getting lost because I didn't quite know where to go. Oh, and Shadowheart wants to talk again.
Something the matter?
We'll talk to her real quick.
It hurts.
What the hell was that?
A joyous little affliction that visits me with screaming agony on occasion. I'd be lying if I told you I know what causes it. But don't worry. Can't hurt you. Only me. The wound on my hand. It never quite heals. And sometimes it causes terrible pain to rip through me. It's my burden, though, from Lady Shah. I can feel her influence somehow.
Why would Shar subject you to such a thing?
I cannot say. Not with what I can recall. But even then, it would not be for me to question her will. Lady Shah has her reasons.
Mm-hmm. That's what they all say. What causes it to hurt you?
It's difficult to say. Sometimes I wonder if it's supposed to be guiding me, punishing me, testing me. But perhaps it's none of those. Perhaps it's completely random. I'd like to hope there's more to it than that. Some meaning that Lady Shah will reveal to me when the time is right. Until then, all I can do is endure.
How can you manage living with such a thing?
It's less difficult than you might imagine when you can't remember life without it. Pain is sacred to followers of Lady Shah. Pain will give way to loss and then to the peace of her eternal darkness. You can tolerate a great deal of suffering so long as it has meaning.
You don't look too happy, though. I want to talk more about your Shar worship.
I'm sure you do. But please try to understand that it's not something I can just talk about freely.
I have no problems with Shar worshippers if that's what concerns you.
Very well. Perhaps there's potential in you. Let's see how you handle this. I am indeed a disciple of Shar, Mistress of the Night and Lady of Loss. I assume you've heard of her?
Remind me.
My Lady Shar is the Night Singer, the patron of darkness and loss. Most fear the dark, like children, because in darkness they see their fears reflected.
I'm terrified of the
Shar
dark.
teaches us to step beyond fear, beyond loss. In darkness, we do not hide. We act. Pain, hope, the promise of better days. All of these are heavy cloaks that bend our backs and burden our hearts. We shed those cloaks. Before Shar, we stand gloriously naked, beyond the vanities of mortals.
Heyo. How exactly do Shar worshippers turn people to their goddess?
We tear
Hey.
down the lies the world is drunk on.
No.
The institutions they trust, the so-called gods they worship, the lives they cling to. We destroy false idols, topple corrupt organizations, fight heretics wherever they're found. There's often suffering, death even. Many people break before they embrace Shah's truths.
I won't cast judgment on your beliefs.
Curious. Most are afraid of my lady. I think I did well by joining you. Most agreeable company.
The artifact seems to be protecting us somehow. Do you still have it?
Quite the understatement, but yes, I have it. And I'll guard it with my life.
Curious that you just happen to have an item that can protect us. How did you come by it?
I was part of a group sent by my cloister. We were to take the artifact from the Githyanki and bring it to Baldur's Gate, no matter the cost. Though it turned out the cost was very steep. I was the only one of the group to survive. I took the artifact and fled, only to be ensnared by mind flayers before I could finish the mission. That's all I know. That's all I need to know.
Admirable conviction, though I think I'd prefer to know what I was getting myself into.
That's not a luxury open to many people, us included. I have my faith to turn to instead. You should find something of your own.
How can you go to all this trouble and not understand why?
Because it's safer that way. We had our memories suppressed before the mission. That way, none of us could betray the Dark Lady if we were captured. Shah's secrets must be protected. Duty demands it. Once I fulfill my mission, I can have my memories restored. You already know my biggest secrets. What more can you ask?
What drew you to Shar worship?
She took me in when no one else would. Without her, I wouldn't be alive. She's my mother. She nurtures me, cares for me, loves me. Don't believe the lies the Selûnites tell.
Tell me something about yourself besides Shar, besides tadpoles.
What? Besides my life's calling and the greatest problem I've ever faced? Well, I like night orchids and can't swim. Is that the sort of thing you meant?
Yeah. You'll have to point out night orchids to me if we ever pass some.
It's a deal.
Anything else you'd care to share?
No, I can't. Quite literally, I mean. With my memories suppressed, I can't betray Shah's secrets. But I can't remember much of myself either. If
I feel like that's going to be the source of her character arc. You've had your memory suppressed. That seems extreme.
Of course. It is an act of faith, not to be undertaken lightly. Shah will reward me when I succeed.
Alright. Okay, I'm actually going to end the episode now. I think Shadowheart, having her memory suppressed is going to be the climax of her mission. Her, like, character mission, I guess. And I think she's going to discover some things about her religion that she's not quite going to agree with. I don't know, I just don't quite believe. I don't understand a religion that deals with pain and loss. That just doesn't seem fun to me. So yeah, we'll learn more about that as the game goes along. I'm kind of intrigued by that. A lot of Asturian stuff in this episode. I'm so sorry. I don't know what my issue is. I can't believe he just tried to bite us. It's like, what did you think was going to happen? That we were going to go, oh my gosh, Astarion, you're biting us. Oh my god. Like, of course we're going to freak out. But, whatever. That's funny though. But, I'm going to go ahead and just go into my outro. I suck at outros, but thank you so much for watching. This was Late Night Gaming. If you like this video and you want to see more, you can click that subscribe button and leave a comment. I want to know your thoughts and opinions on this game and what we endured throughout this episode. But if you like this one, you can also go check out all my other videos. There's 2 parts before this. The second part's a little bit different because I accidentally deleted my face cam footage and I'm literally reacting to my own gameplay. So, but yeah, I won't do it for this one though. It's going to be a typical video. But until then, I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.